Hey guys, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I have this 2011 Hyundai Santa Fe. Pretty sure it's an 11. I had the scanner on it before, I just don't recall right now. Customer's complaint was occasionally it won't start. And if they play with the shifter, then it'll start. It's one of my customers, it's his wife's car. And so he said it happened in the driveway. So he went out to it, and he said when he went to go start it, there was nothing. Like the dashboard lit up, all of that was fine. He said, but there was no audible click, nothing. So he said he messed with the shifter, stuck it back in park, and then it started. Okay, fluke, whatever, who knows. A couple days later, did it again. Okay. This time the wife was out somewhere. So he went out to the car, and he did the same thing, and it started up again. All right. Could it be a starter? Absolutely, it could be a starter. I've seen that happen many times where for some reason you're just playing with the shifter, it's just coincidence is all it really is. And then it starts. I had the scanner hooked up to this because I wanted to watch. I could watch and see what is the computer seeing. Is it in park? Is it in neutral? Is it in reverse? Is it in drive? Is it in low one? Whatever. I could see all that on the scanner. Now, what I might not be able to see on the scanner is the voltage differences, because if it's directly in park or directly in reverse or directly in neutral, so on and so on, there's voltage changes that happen. That's what the computer sees. So the computer seeing whatever voltage change going into park or neutral to allow it to start, it might be just enough for this thing to be to where you could get the key out of the ignition, because you can't get the key out of the ignition unless it's in park. The dashboard won't light up, showing you that you're in park. You're in park, reverse, neutral, drive. And now, I just put it back up in park. Shut it off. Starts up. But what I found was, I was messing with it, and I got it to where it wouldn't start. And I noticed the shifter, it's kind of temperamental. Something's tight, but I don't think it's the shifter here, underneath the console, and I don't think it's a cable, because it almost feels like something's binding up, like it could be under the hood where it's binding up. Like there's definitely drive, and if you move it slowly, it's in neutral right now. You have nothing lit up on a dashboard. I was able to get it before where I stuck it in park and I had nothing lit and it wouldn't start. And then I basically just went and I whacked the shifter, and then I was able to get it to start. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to go underneath the hood and I'm going to try adjusting the shift linkage up and possibly spray it up, because I've seen it before where the shift linkage going down into the training, like I said, it's directly below the battery on this. I've seen it where shifter linkage will get a buildup of a corrosion or something like that. It doesn't necessarily even have to be underneath the battery. I've seen it where it's just out on its own and it gets a buildup of corrosion. So you spray it with WD-40 and you work it back and forth, and it'll wick its way down through and help out with that. If not, then you got to pull the valve body out. But on this, I think what I'm going to do is pull the battery out and try spraying it up a little bit, and I'm also going to adjust it so it goes into park. Like the shifter itself will actually, like, it bottoms out almost and it just goes into park. I'm going to make it so it goes into park as it bottoms out. I think it just needs to be adjusted just a little bit. I think it was probably fine for all these years until that thing started to get a little tight underneath there, and I'm pretty confident it's going to be there. Let me move this thing into a better position for myself to work on, and then let's take a look. And here we go. Showing park. It's in park. Nothing. See, it actually started on its own because the computer actually controls the starter. So the computer wasn't seeing RPM, so it thought it was revving it up, or it thought it was cranking it up, but it wasn't. So I don't know if you heard it. I don't know. Did it do it for you? I don't recall in the video. But a couple times when I tried doing that, all of a sudden, like the starter kept spinning because it didn't realize that it was cranking or anything like that. So that even though it started, it kept spinning. Like it not being in park, or it not being in reverse or neutral or drive or whatever, like it thinks it is, can actually cause some really weird problems. So I'm confident trying to make this adjustment, or making this adjustment is going to straighten this out. So let's go underneath the hood. All right, so there's the battery, and the shift linkage is down underneath it there. You could just see the boot. If you look really close, you could just see the boot right there where the cable comes through, but everything's underneath the battery. So I'm going to pull the battery out. I'm not going to go step by step and pulling the battery out, but I'm going to pull the battery out, and then we're going to pull the tray out. All right, so the battery's out. There's a shifter linkage stuff down there, and there's the adjustment right there. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to spray some more WD. What I did before is I shot WD from the side to try to get down on it to see if it would do anything. Let me spray some more WD down there and see if I can't manipulate that shifter back and forth. And then what I'm going to do is, now it's in park, I'm going to actually move the linkage forward a little bit to make it so it swings forward more. All right, so I really lubed it up quite a bit with that WD. And now with this, what I'm going to do is, it actually popped it into neutral and it rolled slightly. So there, I mean, that linkage was not fully engaged. So I'm going to make it so it goes a little further. If you look close, you can see the witness mark from where it was to where it's going to be. So let me try that. Let me tighten that up. Now the problem is I can't shift this thing right now. I'm going to have to put the booster pack on it to get power into that. All right, let me tighten that up. And if you loosen this up, the stud end has a square underneath it. Make sure you have it to where it's lined up, because if you have it cockeyed and you go to tighten it up, you know, you could round out or flatten out the stud, or you could round out the area that it locks into. It's just, will it still work? Yeah, but it's kind of sloppy if you do it that way, that's all. Got the booster pack hooked up. Always be mindful so you don't accidentally ground out your positive. All right, so let's see what happens. Well, that was odd. I'm wondering, because I got the booster pack on there, I wonder if the voltage is wreaking a little havoc. Hold on a second. Close the door so you don't listen to the chime. Oh, see, now it feels perfectly fine too. Because I had worked the shifter back and forth a few times. I didn't really show you that, but yeah, it feels really good now. Like, it feels nice and crisp and firm, whereas before it didn't. All right, let me take the booster pack off and let's try that again. And when you're dealing with dried up battery corrosion like this, make sure you wash your hands after you messed around with it. You'll get this stuff all over the place. You'll get it on your hands, then you'll rub your eye, and then you won't be happy. And you could get it on your clothes, then you wind up with holes on your clothes, and then your wife isn't happy because now you look like a ragamuffin. So, all right, let's get the battery in place. All right, so that's all hooked up. See, there we go. I said all right again. Force of habit. Let's see how it starts. Sounds good. And shifter feels perfectly fine now. What I didn't show you before was I was rapidly moving it between drive and park to help work in the WD that I sprayed all over it. So that seemed to have done the trick. I got a funny feeling that was the majority of the problem, was the shaft that comes out, the shaft that comes through the transmission, that the Prindle switch, park, reverse, neutral, drive, low, Prindle. The Prindle switch was attached to, it's also a neutral safety switch. Mechanics in that refer to it as a Prindle switch. Parts store, if you tell them Prindle switch, they know what you're talking about. The shaft runs through the Prindle switch. That's what the lever is on, that the cable attached to. So I got a funny feeling, just had some buildup of stuff over time. And me running it between park and drive was just like, I was rapidly going back and forth. I got a funny feeling that probably was the majority of it. Because the cable itself feels fine. Nothing feels like an issue. It feels really good now. But yeah, I'm confident that's all it really was. Not a big deal. So, all right. Anyway, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, if you're getting something out of my videos, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.